we are thrilled to invite to the Pubtalk stage Timothy Karpinski, co-founder and CEO of Spiral Wax Company. Timothy Karpinski is an artist, designer, and entrepreneur from rural New England whose passion for snowboarding and skateboarding shaped his creative journey. Growing up immersed in the skate and snowboard cultures, Timothy was drawn to graphic design, punk rock music, and the DIY ethos. He pursued a degree in graphic design and painting at the University of Vermont, where he honed his skills in design programs and studio practice. Spiral Wax Company was founded in 2023 by pro snowboarder Max Warbington and creative mind Timothy Karpinski, with a mission to ritualize board care and encourage riders to take care of their minds, bodies, and their boards. Every Spiral product is PFAS-free, features eco-friendly packaging, and is mindfully made in Bend, Oregon by riders for riders. Timothy, welcome to the stage.
Thank you. I'll use that. Yeah. We're going to start with a little video to give the vibe of our brand. We're a snowboard company, so we should show some snowboarding to stoke everyone out. Here we go. So my name is Tim Karpinski. I'm the founder of Spiral. Previously, when I was 20 years old, I founded a company called Grenade Gloves, which was a big snowboard company in the early 2000s with some of my best friends. That company, in a few years, got very, very large. And with that company, we were in our 20s and didn't really know how to run a business. But we made cool products, and we got really big really fast, and made a lot of mistakes, which I'm trying not to make this time. After I left Grenade, sold the company, I moved on to Mervyn Manufacturing, GNU and Libtech Snowboards, where I was the creative director for over 15 years. At GNU, I met young Max Warbington, who's actually from Bend. He was a young little snowboard grom, and I watched him grow into a professional snowboarder with a pro on GNU. And when I moved to Bend, back to Bend from Portland, we reconnected, and I kind of reconnected with snowboarding in general, and fell back in love with the sport and blossomed a friendship with Max. And we decided to start a company. At Mervyn, I learned a lot about the right way to run a business and the power of making your own products. They hand build their own snowboards and have for 20 plus years. And the founders there were like mentors and parents to me. They taught me everything I know. We founded Spiral 2 years ago, and with the help of my partners, Troy and Claire, who are here tonight, behind the scenes, we launched Spiral. Spiral is not just a snowboard wax company. It's more of a lifestyle brand inspired by board sports. But we launched the company with snowboard wax. At the time, in the past few years, fluorocarbons have become banned. Those are PFAS, or forever chemicals. And there's been a movement in natural ingredients and natural wax in the ski and snowboard market. And inspired by my time at Mervyn, I really wanted to start a brand and make my own product. And I saw an opportunity in the wax market in snowboarding because traditionally for decades, it's been pretty tech and boring and not that cool. So I kind of wanted to learn how to make wax and make it look cool and make it exciting to young snowboarders or old snowboarders who kind of view waxing as a chore. So we launched with a natural wax and evolved into a hybrid waxes. But as I said, we're not just a wax company. We make tune tools, we make apparel, we make self-care products, and we're expanding our self-care line into chapstick, sunscreen, Epsom salts, things that take care of yourself and your boards. Spiral's philosophy. We look at things a little bit differently in the tuning world. Our philosophy, our slogan is slow down, enjoy the ride. Our logo is a snail, which is pretty counterintuitive to a wax company. You think of going fast. We try to think of it as going slow, taking care of your mind, your body, and board. We craft our products slowly. We want to try to ritualize the art of waxing. We spend a lot of time and money on expensive boards, cars and trucks and gear, and the last thing we do is forget to wax our board, so we don't have as much fun on the mountain. So we kind of want to try to change the outlook on waxing as not a chore, but a ritual. Our wax is fast, but what's the rush? You know, when I was younger, me and my friends would have the contest of who gets down to the bottom first, and you win. But now I see it as whoever gets down last is having the most fun. So, slow down. The snowboard wax market. You know, I'm new to the business side of things, but I know that there is a big market in action sports, snowboarding, skateboarding, and surfing. Snowboard U.S. annually has a 15 million market, 50 million globally. But the way we're trying to look at waxing is we're trying to entice a new customer, younger kids, older people that have never waxed before or are curious about it but intimidated. Some people see it as a chore, don't know how to do it. So we're trying to educate people, and make it fun. So the market is kind of untapped. We're trying to find a whole new customer base. So we just developed and launched our skateboard wax line and just made our first batch of surf wax. So we're expanding our market. Mindfully made. We make all of our products ourselves right here in Bend. We use eco-friendly ingredients, slow crafted with our hands. Our packaging is recycled cardboard that's biodegradable, made in Eugene, Oregon. The packaging has soy-based inks. Our wax even has a supernatural ingredient called humic acid. So it doesn't add to the performance of the wax, but humic acid actually encourages mushroom growth. So that's pretty cool. Forever is a long time. So traditionally, for decades, ski and snowboard waxes have had PFASs in them, fluorocarbons, which are forever chemicals. They don't biodegrade ever. They'll be here when we're all gone. These forever chemicals are in the waxes. They go from your board or your skis into the snow melts, into the soil, into the groundwater, into our reservoirs, into our homes, into our drinking water, into our bodies. So we're on a mission to end that. We make all of our wax with solar power. It's sunny 300 days a year here in Bend. We have now really accessible solar technology. We have a little solar generator, a couple solar panels that power our wax melters. So we have unlimited free energy. Some of our values, I call them hardcore values. DIO, which is DO, doing it ourselves. Low tech meets high tech. We use really low tech technology, wax melters, heat, thermometers, simple waxes to make our products. But we also use high tech stuff like Shopify, QuickBooks, AI to fuel our business really efficiently and powerfully. We're shipping to big retailers like Evo and REI and Zoomies with a team of 3 people out of my garage successfully, which is really cool. The community in Bend. So we developed and tested all of our waxes on Mount Bachelor. We've had a lot of support from our community. Our first account was Tactics. We're sold at Mount Bachelor. All of our riders are Bachelor pros, and we want to give back to our community, cultivate events, and keep doing that for Bend. We're here to stay. Being on our boards, this is super important. This is a business and we're growing, but the heart of this brand is snowboarding, skateboarding, surfing, and it's more than a business for us. It's a way of life, so we don't want to ever lose track of that. We want to grow slowly, but stay true to our values. So we're growing, and last year we did 40,000 in sales, which is pretty cool. This year we've already tripled sales, which is even cooler. Thanks to Bow and the tools we have been building behind the scenes and our solid support from our retailers and direct-to-consumer customers, we're projecting even more growth for next year. But we are independent. We fund everything ourselves, and we're learning how hard it is to finance a business that's seasonal right now. So we're looking for help to fund our brand, so we don't have to bring on equity partners that might want to change our core values. You can find more information at spiralwaxco.com. Or you can follow us at Spiral Waxco, where you can see a lot of cool content, snowboarding, skateboarding, surfing, and come find me and let's chat.
All right, cool.
Thank you.
This is really beautiful, Tim. I'm very impressed. So it sounds like a lot of people aren't waxing their boards. Is that true? So
people do wax, like hardcore snowboarders and backcountry people and alpine ski racers.
Yeah.
But everyone should wax. You're going to have a good time. Your base of your skis and your board are plastic. Snow is water. Wax is hydrocarbon. It's where the rubber meets the road. So if you're not waxing, you're not going to have a good time, especially at Mount Bachelor, where we developed our wax. If it works at Mount Bachelor, it works anywhere. So you're always going to have a better time when you wax. You can never wax enough.
yeah, okay, so it's like a noticeable difference with the wax.
It's a noticeable difference.
Yeah, amazing. Okay, cool. Questions for Tim? Yes. Yes, you. Oh, yeah.
Like future state of Spiral, do you have any ideas of like what future products that you're really looking forward to like creating?
Yeah, this is a great question. Okay, future dream state products, anything that you kind of have on the horizon that you want to develop for Spiral?
Yeah, definitely. As I hinted at, like, I see Spiral as more of a self-care brand than anything. Like, taking care of your board is almost like board health. So mind, body, and board are our categories. Like, right now we're focusing on board, which is wax, tune tools, but mind, body is like sunscreen, chapstick, Epsom salts. I take baths every single night in an Epsom salt bath. We make candles. I light a candle every night. Like, I burn candles and incense when I make the wax. So there's a huge market in self-care. And nowadays, like, skiers and snowboarders, action sports kids are athletes. They're taking care of themselves. Back in my day, we were party animals. And now these kids are mindful of their bodies. They're into nutrition. They're into self-care. They're doing saunas. They're doing cold plunges. They're mindful of their nutrition. So we can make food like food supplements and that kind of stuff. But this we're I don't know. So
Yeah.
whatever the hell we want, really. But because we're
Yeah.
not just a product, we're really a brand that I really see our position closer to a decline in that market, where we make a lot of accessories. We introduce them slowly and do it right. So we're building relationships with retailers, and we got our foot in the door with wax, and we're proving ourselves by selling through and delivering on time so that they could trust us. So every few years, every 5 years, we'll introduce a new product line that they could trust and they could try out, and we'll prove ourselves over and over again.
And you have this killer educational aspect of what you're doing that is like huge. So I want to celebrate that because it's amazing what you're doing. Okay, there's one in the back. Yes. Are you going to make surfboard wax? I think you already are, yes?
Yeah, we are. We just made our first batch of surfboard wax, which is out on boards right now. So
Is
yes,
it cold water?
it's cold water surf wax.
Cold water surf
Made
wax.
with our same ingredients. We have all the ingredients in our lab. Like all of our wax, we've made probably 10,000 bars of wax in the past 2 years, made in my spare bedroom in my house. And I remodeled my bathroom, gutted it, and it just stores all of our ingredients. We have all the ingredients and all the tools, so we're playing around with whatever we can make at hand. We like to experiment and get weird.
Yeah, seems like there's an opportunity for cuticle treatment. Okay, one more.
So, what purpose did PFAS have in traditional?
Oh, this is a great question.
Yeah.
What purpose do
So
PFAS have in
PFAS is-
traditional formulations?
So yeah, PFASs were developed in the 50s or 40s by the military. They were made to coat tanks to make them amorphous, or whatever that term is for, to be able to go through water and repel water. And then DuPont bought the patent and turned it into Teflon. And we all know where that went. It was on Teflon pans and cancer-causing. And luckily, in the past 10 years, big retailers like REI have stopped buying anything with PFAS in them. All of our Gore-Tex jackets, Gore-Tex is PFAS. So those are, and the same philosophy applies there. Your jackets are coated with PFASs to make them waterproof, and it goes from your jacket into the snow. So they are made in labs by people in hazmat suits. They're cancer causing, but they're really good at repelling water.
Yeah. And the only way to get rid of them is donate blood. It's real freaky. Okay, I know we have a lot more questions for you, so I'm hoping that you will connect with Tim after this. It's beautiful what you're doing. Thanks for being here, Tim. Amazing.
Thank you all. Thank you, Bao.